service announcement. These videos have the full intentions to be used as conversational tools and purposes only. Anything that is expressed in these videos and videos before and after has the sole purpose of that reason. I know a lot of this stuff is repetitive. I hope that you can understand that. Again, these are for conversational purposes only. The comment box on these videos is for that purpose. Thanks for watching. What's going on, my YouTube family? Yet again, another race night for Memphis. 2 episodes in one, just like it was last week. Next week will be the kickoff of No Prep Kings, as well as another episode of Memphis Street Outlaws. This week, yet again, was another one of the best episodes I have ever seen from Memphis Street Outlaws. As usual, Memphis did win most of their races, but it was a lot closer races. It was just better paired up cars. We seen everyone in the first episode, the first hour of the show, give all of their money to the bounty hunter to go toward his wrecked truck. And I like that. I really like that. It showed the family side of JJ. And I wasn't even going to get into this, but I feel like I just have to mention it again. I said in my last video that I wanted to kind of apologize for what I have said in the past. I don't know what's true and what's not true. It's hard to believe anything other than what the show is portraying, and that is that they are strictly a family. The information that I got may have come from someone that was just not happy, or that they felt like they got done wrong, but that person isn't on the show anymore, so I don't know. I don't think I'll ever be able to get JJ's side of it. So all I have is a one-sided story, and I'm just going to drop it, and maybe one day I'll get both sides. But for now, it's dropped, and I do feel like that family atmosphere is there. I don't feel like that was for show. There's too much genuine feelings there. I do believe that is how it really happened. But back to what I was saying. It was a lot more even matches. Both episodes was like that. They raced some full-on race cars. And the thing is, people have these cars that are fast. You know, it was a lot of tube chassis tracked race cars that he raced against, and yes, they're fast. As I think it was Brian Britt pointed out, there was some Outlaw 632 cars there. I even seen some Radio versus the World stickers on some cars. There was some fast track guys there, and all of JJ's guys' cars are fast on the street. You can take anything and make it faster at the track, but it's a different type of fast. You can take the same amount of money and put it into different things to make a street car hook and go on the street. If you notice, most of the track guys that they race, within the first 60 foot, that's where the race is won. Anybody can get it to hook up better on the back end when they already have momentum and the car's already moving, but that first 60 foot, that is where Memphis wins all their races. And they do a dang good job at it. And there isn't anyone that I feel like could lead that crew better than JJ. He is the fastest talking, hustlingest guy I've ever seen. And it's not a bad hustle. Like I said in the last episode again, I felt like I was locked into a bet with him a few times. The way that he can come up and get people to bet with him, you can't say no. He wins thousands of dollars on the starting line just by being slick and fast talking, and there's nothing wrong with that. He did in a way get hustled with Doughboy racing the big tire car, but you know, you got to take those losses with all the wins. You know, if you get 20 wins and 1 loss, you're doing pretty good, and that's kind of where they're at. Doughboy did get kind of wrangled into it. The guy never said, or it wasn't filmed, that he had small tires. He just said, I need a race for Doe on small tires. He said Doughboy's on small tires. He needs a race for Doughboy, and the guy says, I got Doughboy for 500. He never said, I got Doughboy for 500 on small tires. Pulled up there, and it's 1350, I think it was. 3 inches more, 4 inches more rubber. Big difference, but there again, Doughboy's driving a street car. It is what it is. Doughboy got up there, they got in his head, Doughboy left, the guy never intended on leaving. like I said last season, all you got to do is sit there on a lot of the guys and you're going to take home the W. But it's hard to sit there bouncing off the red limit or watching another car move and not let go of the button. It's nearly impossible. We seen tonight where the leader of the Ohio group had to come in and talk to JJ about the jump that I believe it was Anthony Smith took on that third generation Camaro. It was so close they decided to re-race them. To me, that is real. That is as real as it can get. Because theoretically, JJ is a race master and his call should be the final call. JJ saying, I need a guy to represent Ohio to come in and we'll figure it out. It was so close they decided to re-race it, and it is what it is. But I like how everything's turning out for Memphis this season. There's so much better races and just better grouped up guys than what we've seen in the past. They're not walking away with it. It is local track guys still that they are racing for the most part who thought they could throw their car on the street just because it had twice the power as a car from Memphis, but that ain't how it works in the streets. Another great episode. I loved it, and there's not a lot that you can say about it other than that. This video is going to be shorter, but that's it. JJ and them out-talked, out-hustled, and out-raced on the street anybody that I've seen. The first episode, they was on a virgin street, but it was the same street that they always race on. If you've ever been down the road that they raced on in Memphis, every 500 feet or so, there's a new starting line. They just keep adding on. You know, the finish line of one race is the starting line of another. They just keep going. So it usually is virgin road, but it's the same road that they race on every night. So they do have an advantage where the road that they was on when they went up north, it was fresh, virgin road, and nobody really had an advantage. The atmosphere, the temperature, everything had changed, kind of threw Memphis out of their element, but they handled it beautifully and took home an overall win. JJ did try to outrun him in Old Heavy, but JJ also tried to race Big Chief in Old Heavy, so it's not like he's scared to do anything in that truck. That truck is fast. I don't see how that truck is as quick as it is, but it is. With all that being said, there wasn't a whole lot of different things happened other than it was just better racing, better atmosphere, and I really enjoyed it. It was not a walk away like it normally is, and that is why I have come around to Memphis like I have. I would like to see them race some of the guys that the 405 has raced on their show. The people that they have raced in the past, I would like to see JJ's crew race them. I'm looking for faces in the crowd of people they used to race or, you know, have raced. I would like to see JJ's crew race some of the guys like that that gave the 405 a run for their money in the past. I feel like JJ's crew is up to that level. Now, do I think that Memphis could run with the 405? I don't think so. They haven't. What, in 2 or 3 episodes? I don't think that they can yet, but by me saying that, I'm not saying anything about Memphis being slow by any means. The 405 has just evolved quicker or faster or at a different rate than they have. They all started right here and they're moving up the chain. I don't think Memphis is as fast as the 405 is yet. Anthony Smith right now is the only one that is running any type of forced induction since Gangster's down. Everybody is nitrous. So that may be why those 60 foots are so hard. I'm not sure. All I know is that Memphis does 60 foot like nobody's business. With that being said, I don't want to just keep saying the same thing over and over. I'm going to let it go next week. Like I said, No Prep King starts and another episode of JJ, Memphis Street Outlaws, and we'll get to you then with those two. But for now, I'm going to go. I'm trying to keep these videos up. A lot's going on right now, about halfway through the season with football, and that takes up every night of the week with me. So these videos are coming out a little later. I'm going to try to catch them up with this one. But email address is on the screen. Anything you want me to know, say, do, or have, hit me up in the email. P.O. box is also on the screen. $50 is still in my pocket, burning a hole, ready to give it away. Send something to the P.O. box if you want to be entered for that. Also, haven't said this in a while, my shirts are still in the description box if you are interested in a shirt, that does get you an entry to win the $50. Thanks for watching. Godspeed, and I'll see you in the next one.